You're listening to the John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Ferris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris. Good Free Flag Friday to you, fine sir.
Yeah, we're going to launch giveaway flag for Maximum Promotions a little later on this morning.
Our last one of the year, by the way.
You know, I've got some problems with you people.
Oh, you do? Oh, I know what you're talking about.
It's Festivus today.
You know, this is not a made-up holiday from Seinfeld.
It's what, seriously?
Seriously, I watched a video. I thought this was fascinating. One of the writers...
And he believed all of it.
No, it's true.
No, it's true.
One of the writers of Seinfeld, they would sit around the table talking about the most embarrassing things that had happened in their life, and they would make
Coming
episodes.
up with show ideas, yeah.
And he's like, I wasn't even going to mention it because it's so stupid. But he goes, well, my dad made up a holiday called Festivus. And he said everybody was just like dumbstruck. They're like, this is real? The only thing that was made up for the TV show?
Was the poll.
The poll. And he said December 23rd, it happened whenever his dad felt like it happening. He was bored. He's like, today's Festivus. Let's do it.
The airing of the grievances.
Yeah. And he'd make his kids wrestle each other. You guys wrestle each other. It's Festivus. And he said his dad was kind of upset at first. Then he was like, wait a minute. We're legit.
That's fantastic.
I love it.
That's fantastic. So celebrate accordingly.
I got my poll.
Get a designated driver.
Erica Kane from All My Children is 76 today.
Nice.
Susan Lucci.
Yeah.
I never watched that one. Were you a soap opera guy ever?
In the 80s, I started watching General Hospital because people kept approaching me thinking I was this Tony Geary guy, the guy who played Luke on General Hospital. Oh. It got weird. It got really weird.
That's cool.
That's the only reason I tuned in, and I'm going, okay, so that's the guy. I'm going, no, I'm better looking than that dude. But yeah, that went on for a couple of years when General Hospital was a big deal. Luke and Laura were the hot couple on that show.
Yeah.
Yep, so there you go. Yeah, Susan Lucci, was it 19 years in a row nominated for Daytime Emmy? Didn't win. Yeah. Wasn't, I think, year 20 she finally snagged it or something. One of the Coreys, Corey Haim, would have been 51 today.
Oh, so sad.
I had the biggest crush on him.
So did I. I did.
I just loved him.
How many Coreys were there? Like 19?
2. Corey Haim and Corey Feldman.
Wait, wasn't there a third? Are you
what
sure?
About Corey Hart? He didn't.
No.
No?
He doesn't count.
Okay, well, I'm sorry for your heartache, Heidi.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm sorry for all the other Coreys that Heidi doesn't think are legit.
Edward Severson III is 58 today.
And that is whom?
Calls himself Eddie Vedder, lead singer for Pearl Jam, babies.
Okay.
Pearl Jam. Eddie Vedder is 58 today. Love the tune Black, Even Flow, really cooks. Jeremy, but what about the 1991 classic Alive?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's deep. It's dark. It's
All
murky.
of their stuff was deep.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Right? Kind of grungy. That's why they call it
was.
grunge. Son, she said, have I got a little story for you. What you thought was your daddy was nothing but your real daddy was dying. Sorry you didn't see him, but I'm glad we talked. I'm still alive. Hey, I'm still alive. Hey, I'm still alive.
Wow.
Hey,
Wow.
Eddie Vedder, Pearl Jam, ladies and gentlemen.
That is extremely disturbing.
Right there.
It
got far worse. I edited.
I was going to say, there were some things missing there, weren't there?
Total bummer. A little slice of history. It was 2003. Where does all this stuff come from? It's just crazy. 2003, this day, government announced, and I laughed because I heard the announcement, first confirmed case of mad cow disease in the U.S. in Washington State.
Okay. Why did you laugh?
Because I just loved the name. It's like, what does that even mean? How do I get this stuff? What do I do?
Right. You would think you'd have to have some sort of access to cows.
And, that's actually, it started in sheep in the 70s. And launched over to cows. And, it was a big deal over in the UK. That's where we got it from, one of the rare moments when we didn't get something from China. So
yeah, for sure.
There you go. It was 1975, and you guys probably don't remember this, but it was hilarious. 1975, U.S. Congress passes the Metric Conversion Act.
Oh, yeah.
And went about trying to convert the United States weights and measure systems
How'd that
to
go?
the European metric system.
How'd that go for
Didn't
him?
go over. It went over like a lead salami. Just nobody wanted any part of it. Basically, all we got out of it was like liters of bourbon.
Yeah,
All of a sudden, bottlers are using liters. That was about it.
pretty much.
Yeah.
That was the right answer.
Yeah, can you imagine watching like a football game going, well, yeah, he broke 100 yards. We broke 9.27 meters. Like, what? You did what now? All right, and finally, this story is just amazing. 1888, this day, following a heated argument with fellow painter Paul Gauguin, Vincent van Gogh cuts off his left ear with a razor and sends it to a prostitute for safekeeping.
How many times have you wanted to do that, though?
There were a lot of really iffy decisions made that afternoon.
Yeah?
I didn't know that it was after an argument with a painter. I just
Oh,
thought
yeah.
he just lost his mind.
Oh, no, Paul
That's why
really,
he
Paul
lost his
cheesed
mind.
him off huge.
Yeah.
It's
like,
well,
really? Well,
clearly, because that
I'll
was
show
a
you.
very drastic
Yeah,
reaction.
Paul should have given him one of his ears. It was it was just totally. My favorite part is, boy, this needs to be kept after. I'm going to send it to a hooker.
I wonder whatever became of the ear.
I don't know.
It's got to be somewhere, don't you think?
This poor woman.
She probably didn't keep it. I wouldn't.
She's probably like, well, I know exactly what to do with this.
Put this on a necklace with the rest of the ears
I'll
people
take
send me.
good care of this for you there, painter guy. Wow. Okay.
Nice.
Whacked, man. Well, I know, you know, we all know. We just bounce ahead here.
Gonna do exactly that. It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
If you're buying gifts this time of year, chances are you're using a card. But is it the right card? At BetterCreditCards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Some people like the cashback cards. Others like the cards that offer perks and points. And some people find a no-frills credit card to help them build their credit. Whatever works best for you, we probably have it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Excited to visit with a very funny guy right now. We've got Steven, and it says formerly fat Steven. So you're no longer fat Steven?
No, I'm still I'm kind of fat now. I'm not, you can't just describe me as fat now. Now there's other things you can address about me. But yeah.
So
How
it's
are you, man?
Pleasantly plump Steven on the line with us. No, I am still fat John on this end of the phone. So, but I'm working on it.
That makes two of us, man.
There you go. Now, you're going to be in Sioux Falls for Snow Jam Comedy Festival. How long have you been a comedian, sir?
I'm going on. This is my 7th year now. I've been doing 7 years out of Kansas City. And yeah, really excited. I haven't been up to Sioux Falls yet, so this is my first time.
Well, we're excited to have you in Sioux Falls. Now, it's a little cooler here than it is in Kansas City, but you guys get cold there too, don't you?
Yeah, don't tell me. I'm originally from Louisiana. How cold is it, right? Like, what's it going to be, like
It's
15 degrees?
Well, this week has been more like negative 15 degrees, but I think, when we get to January, you never know. It could be negative 30 or it could be, 50 degrees. I remember one year, Snow Jam, it was like 55 degrees and there was hardly any snow. And the comics were like, so is it a joke? You guys don't get snow? And we're like, no, we usually get a lot of snow. So you never know what you're going to get.
I'm praying that that's what happens. What do you do in negative 20 degrees? Do you have to kill a human and wear it? How do you keep, how many coats can you possibly have? That's crazy to me.
You just stay inside, and then if you have to go somewhere, you warm up your vehicle first, then you drive there and you get out and go inside. I mean, we just don't spend a lot of time outside. That's what we do.
Yeah, that's why comedy's thriving in Sioux Falls. It's an indoor activity. Everybody's got, do you all have push-to-start cars?
Pretty
Everybody
much.
just
Yeah.
starts them up from inside.
Yeah, that's kind of how it works. Like the headliner's almost done. Everybody starts pushing their buttons to get their car to start. No, it's going to be nice to have you here. And have you ever been to South Dakota or just haven't been here for comedy?
No, I've never been at all. I actually just booked. I'm going to be back there in the middle of February, like the 17th and 18th. I'm doing Pierre and Sioux Falls. And then I just found out I got the festival last month. So
Nice.
I'm going to come up and do a little primer, I guess.
That's cool. Well, in this state, we refer to Pierre as Pierre. So I want to make sure you get it right, because and I'm sure it's named after some French fur trader named Pierre, but we call it Pierre, almost like peer pressure. So you want to get that right. Otherwise, they'll boo you off stage.
Yeah, right. You're anti-French. Y'all are like when we started doing Freedom Prize.
Yeah.
You just don't want anything to do with the French. I understand.
No Frenchy Frenchman here. So, again, our gentleman joining us on the line right now, our comedian, formerly Fat Steven, a comedian from Kansas City area. And now when you're doing comedy, what is there like a comedian that people say, you kind of remind me of this guy?
I get a mix of a few different things. Some people give me, because I'm Southern, Nate Bargatze or a little Ron White. Sometimes I get a little bit of Mulaney, John Mulaney, if y'all know him. And that's pretty much it. Anybody that sounds a little Southern and talks kind of funny, I get.
Nice.
I get a lot of those.
I like all the names you mentioned, so that's boding very well for you. We're excited to have you as part of the Snow Jam Comedy Festival. Now, for folks that are going, okay, what is that? It's a comedy festival. It's been going on several years now, and it's in January. It's the 19th through the 21st in Sioux Falls. SnowJamComedyFest.com is the website if you want to go find tickets. And the cool thing is you can still get tickets for Christmas. So if you know somebody that maybe is a person who likes comedy, this would be a really cool thing. There's 30 comics, and one of them is on the line with us right now. Again, Stephen Taylor, formerly Fat Steven. But there's a lot of really funny people, and you get to take in the whole thing. Now, have you done quite a few festivals, Stephen?
Yeah, I think this is going to be my 5th festival. So right after Snow Jam, I'm going out to San Francisco for Sketchfest. But we had one in Des Moines to comedy. We had Flyover in St. Louis. I run one in Kansas City. There's a bunch of us out there that are really cool, and they're usually a really, really fun time, especially Snow Jam. I've been wanting to get into this one. The people that put it on, they do a really good job, and we hear that the crowds are a lot of fun every year. So I've been looking forward to freezing my tail off to do comedy for free.
Well, you're going to be freezing for a good reason. We're raising some money for a couple of great charities. And again, it's a wonderful thing. All the comedians come to this, and they pay their own way, and they don't get paid to be here. We get you a room, which is nice, but you come and join us out of the goodness of your heart to help raise money for some good causes. So thank you for being a part of this, and thanks for considering this festival, and thanks for coming and joining us.
Well, thanks for having me, man. I'm really looking forward to it. I'll see y'all in January.
And you can find him at formerlyfatsteven.com, and I'm going to tell you how you can get tickets for Snow Jam as well. SnowJamComedyFest.com, January 19th, 20th, and 21st. Get your tickets. Get all the details at Snow Jam Comedy Fest. And Snow is SNO. SnowJamComedyFest.com.
There's no place like home for the holidays, but if you can't be home, at least you can call home. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. If you currently pay more than $15 a month, it's time for a Mintervention at Mintervention.com. You can see the special holiday offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting. Yeah.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. Dan, what do you find interesting on this Free Flag Friday?
Well, let's say we fly a 3x5-foot flag with the pole, the hardware, and everything else, and give it away pro bono, free of charge, along with our friends at Maximum Promotions. And, just in time. Well, by the time the certificate gets there, but whatever. We'll call it a late Christmas gift.
There you go.
All right. Kim Johnson, it's YOLA's.
Nice. Congratulations, Kim.
Appreciate you listening and signing up for that, Kim. And we get that off in the mail to you.
We just got our new flag. I don't know what day it was.
Tuesday? Monday or Tuesday?
Monday? I don't know.
I
This
think it was Monday we were out.
Well, whatever day we had that heat wave, and it was 8.
Yeah.
We went out and bought a flag, and Heidi said, we get the 4x6 flag. And I said, I think we get the 3x5. She goes, no, we get the 4x6. Turns out we had the 3x5, so I have a...
But the 4x6 looks...
It does look really good.
Much nicer.
Yeah. So I got a new flag, but I had to rig things up to make it work on my flagpole, so...
Yeah, thanks to Mark and the crew at Maximum Promotions for letting us do that on a weekly basis. It's pretty cool. All right, we have, and I love that we do this. We have, of course, Sunny 93.3, which is Christmas music free.
Yeah,
because we have a completely different station online for just Christmas music, Snowy Radio.
Yeah, and Snowy Radio is all Christmas music all the time, November and December. And on Sunny this year, we actually did have a few Christmas songs that would play here and there. But not during the weekdays, not like during the day. But in the evening, we had a show that
some of the syndicated stuff will do that.
Yeah, they play a couple songs here and there. So I couldn't say no Christmas music. We just don't play much.
Yeah, and although there are new Christmas songs that are written and produced and whatnot, it's still the classics and whatever.
Yeah.
And there's a national survey going on. I broke it down to just Iowa, South Dakota, and Minnesota. We'll start out with just the 3 favorites as far as Christmas songs go.
Okay.
White Christmas.
Wrong. Minnesota, the favorite Christmas tune, the most popular, anyway, according to searches, is Santa Baby
Really?
in Minnesota. Yep.
That's a good song.
Iowa, it's rocking around the Christmas tree.
I like that. It's a good tune.
And in South Dakota,
Jingle
any
Bell
idea?
Rock.
It is Jingle Bell Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, son of a gun. Okay, good job, John.
I Googled it. So.
And we combined all three, Minnesota, Iowa, and South Dakota, top 10 list of songs nobody ever needs to hear again.
Oh, yeah.
As far as
Okay.
Christmas songs go.
I'll make a list of these and I'll do a whole program with nothing but these.
At number 10, and this is really kind of pretty, but apparently people have kind of had enough. Do You Hear What I Hear?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It is a
Okay.
beautiful song, but yeah, I suppose.
Paul McCartney's Cheese Ball Wonderful Christmas Time.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awful. It's not
Okay,
even the
see?
right words.
See, there you go.
No, you're thinking of a different one. You're thinking of, there's a different song, the Christmas song.
Oh.
And he changed the words in it.
Oh,
Because he
yeah.
wouldn't say turkey.
Yeah.
Whatever.
He said holly and mistletoe instead of turkey and mistletoe.
White Christmas is at number 8.
Yeah.
Happy Christmas, War is Over, John Lennon.
Oh.
Wow, so 2 of the Beatles make the
Wait,
list.
Christmas was at number 8 for the songs that nobody wants to hear again?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Wow.
I'm just talking the Midwest here.
You are firing some shade here.
I'm just the messenger, man. Deck the halls at 6. Baby, It's Cold Outside hits number 5.
I love that song.
I do too.
Burl Ives with Holly Jolly Christmas at 4. Jose Feliciani.
Feliz
Feliz
Navidad.
Navidad.
Feliz Navidad. Yeah, he's like
Yeah.
he's like a taco ad or something too.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
Nachos Navidad.
Yeah, you can't get away from that thing. And we mentioned this just the other day because it just hit number 1 on Billboard from 1958. The Chipmunk song,
Yeah.
Christmas
Yes.
Don't Be Late.
I can hear that once a year and then I'm good.
And All I Want for Christmas, Mariah Carey at number 1.
Oh, yeah.
Even though it's probably one of the most played Christmas
It
songs
is.
in
it's
the
a
entire
great
book.
song.
The number
but
3 best-selling Christmas song of all time.
It's a great song, but you get so sick of it because, like, seriously,
Been kind
again.
of burned. Been
I
kind of
still
burned.
think, and I know
Yeah.
we've mentioned that before, but there was a thing on Facebook that pointed out, says, I don't want that much for Christmas. All I want is you.
All I Want Is You.
Big diss.
That is so fun. I
Yep.
never thought about that, but I'm
like-
like, that is kind of mean.
Yeah,
I don't want
it's a
much, Dan.
totally all settle.
I don't want much, Dan. I
I'll
just want
I'll
you.
settle for
I'll
you,
settle.
I guess. It's
You.
fine.
So yeah, I found that kind of interesting.
I can see why. I also found it interesting. Heidi?
I also found it interesting.
Dan, 3 out of 3. Good job, man.
That's right. Christmas Eve, tomorrow?
Yeah.
Holy cow, this is
Yeah.
Christmas weekend. Hey, I
Isn't
hope
that
you guys
crazy?
have a bountiful, blessed one. And
Gonna do it.
Man, may God bless. I'll catch up with you guys later.
Sounds good. It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
If you're buying gifts this time of year, chances are you're using a card. But is it the right card? At BetterCreditCards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Some people like the cashback cards. Others like the cards that offer perks and points. And some people find a no-frills credit card to help them build their credit. Whatever works best for you, we probably have it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Friday, December 23rd, 2022. The sell-off in equities resumed Thursday as traders brace for what could be a historic PCE price index. Although the index is expected to decelerate on a year-over-year basis, it is expected to remain high and at a level that confirms the latest twist in the FOMC outlook. The twist is the FOMC slowed the rate hike pace, but upped its expectation for both inflation and peak interest rates. Thursday's candle is a warning to the market. Investors hoping for a Santa Claus rally should be cautious. The market may rise next week simply because of a lack of volume and the underlying bid. In this scenario, an upswing in prices will likely be met by selling that drives the index down to a new low. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at MarketBeatMinute.com.